Yes, Mr. Jones. And as you know, with the addition of the Marie Willis Group to our roster, I have increased the revenue of the firm's forecast substantially. Absolutely. Glad to know I have your support. Hi, Mr. Benson. I wanted to give you a call and just to remind you that I not only bring high-end clients to our firm, but I also take the time to take on pro bono clients as an effort to give back to our community. Mr. Paxton, yes.
I gotta say, one of my favorite segments of this week's episode of Sisters was when Andi was at the penthouse and she was on business. She was making phone calls. I believe it was to, well, she did call Mr. Jones. I'm going to assume this is one of the partners at the firm. She also called a number of former clients, and this is what I'm talking about. This is the Andrea Barnes I've been wanting to see for a while. Someone who's not acting entitled, who's sitting on the bench crying, demanding that she gets what she feels she deserves. This is a person who is taking back what's hers. And it almost sounds like I'm contradicting myself, but there's a difference between whining and moping versus getting up and doing something about it. And I feel like, if nothing else, this scene almost, and I say almost, makes the Sister Circle moment last week worth it, because in reality that Sister Circle wasn't about Andi. That was about checking the other girls, but really that didn't need to happen, because at the beginning of last week's episode, when Marie told Andi about, look, you weren't no innocent passerby during this whole thing with Gary. You chose to mess around with him, and you effed around and found out, and now your personal and professional life is screwed over. But you need to get back on that horse and ride it. And no, I'm not talking about Gary or Robin. I'm talking about getting back at that firm and taking back that position. So Andi putting in the work now, reminding these people who she is, the accolades she's brought to the table. Like Robin said, nobody is trying to discredit the clientele and money you've brought to the firm. But you have to look at this thing from a logistical standpoint. This isn't because you're black. This isn't because you're a woman. It's because you are closely tied to a situation involving an attempted murder, and that is a bad look for the firm. Andi just wouldn't accept that because it wasn't what she wanted. So I really love seeing her on that phone, putting in the work. Then Jordan has to call with that stupid BS about meeting up. Yeah, the Jordan and Rich scene, I didn't really care for. But yeah, it's like, I love how she's like, look, I'm in the middle of something right now. And of course, you know, she's going to go to the, Billy Jakes or whatever, and run into Penelope and Robin. And then next week, that's a whole nother can of worms. But I got to say, this scene, it doesn't make up for, you know, Andi's behavior for the entire season. But this was easily my favorite Andi scene so far in season 8, just because it's like, okay, she's getting back in the groove of things. She's trying to take back what's hers, but also in a very professional way. Thank goodness. Good grief. But hey, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about this particular scene. I just love it. It was just a few moments of Andi doing her thing. Enough said. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.